John Crowe Ransom was one of the most important literary critics of the 20th century. He is widely recognized as a founding figure of New Criticism. His influential book, The New Criticism, gave the movement its name and established its central principles. New criticism emerged as a reaction against approaches that focused on an author's biography, historical background, moral lessons, or social conditions. Ransom argued that a literary work should be treated as an independent or autonomous artistic object whose meaning is contained within the text itself. The foundation of Ransom's theory is textual autonomy, the idea that a poem exists independently of its author and readers. Therefore, literary criticism should concentrate on the text rather than on external factors. This led to the method of close reading, in which critics carefully analyze diction, imagery, symbolism, metaphor, rhythm, tone, irony, and form to discover how meaning is produced within the work. Ransom differentiates between structure and texture. Structure refers to the logical, conceptual, and thematic framework of a poem, the ideas and arguments it presents. Texture refers to the concrete details that create artistic richness, including imagery, metaphors, sounds, rhythms, and emotional nuances. Great poetry achieves a balance between these two elements. Excessive emphasis on structure makes poetry overly intellectual, while excessive texture results in mere ornamentation without depth. Another important concept is organic unity. Ransom believed that a poem is an integrated whole in which every element contributes to its total meaning. Meaning does not reside in isolated parts but emerges from the interaction of all components. Because of this emphasis on unity, new critics paid close attention to literary devices such as paradox, irony, ambiguity, and tension, understanding them as essential features of poetic language. These devices reveal the complexity of human experience and allow poetry to express multiple layers of meaning at the same time. Ransom viewed poetry as a unique form of knowledge. Unlike scientific discourse, which seeks precision and factual accuracy, poetry captures the richness, contradictions, and subtleties of human life. Scientific language is denotative and analytical, whereas poetic language is connotative, symbolic, and imaginative. For this reason, poetry can communicate truths that cannot be expressed through purely logical or scientific methods. Another related concept is ontological criticism, which treats a poem as a concrete object possessing its own existence. Critics should study what the poem is rather than investigate the circumstances that produced it. Ransom also emphasized the tension between logic and feeling, arguing that effective poetry combines intellectual meaning with emotional and sensory experience. Ransom sought to establish criticism as an objective academic discipline based on textual evidence. He rejected extrinsic criticism, which focuses on biography, history, politics, or moral judgments, and advocated intrinsic criticism, which concentrates on the internal features of the text.